Good evening and welcome to State of Business on Art Television. I'm Tamiru Nimzat. Let's have a look at the headlines. Central Bank advocates for improved financial literacy in the country. Court suspends the enforcement of minimum room rates in Colombo. News in detail. The Central Bank of Sri Lanka has taken a significant step towards enhancing financial literacy in the country by launching the Financial Literacy Roadmap of Sri Lanka at an event held in Colombo recently. Developed as the cornerstone of Sri Lanka's national financial inclusion strategy, the roadmap aims to improve the financial capabilities of people across the nation. It offers evidence-based guidance to stakeholders engaged in financial literacy initiatives, aligning them towards a common objective of enhancing financial behavior and resilience among Sri Lankans.
The roadmap sets out to foster financial inclusion, enhance consumer protection, and fortify financial stability in Sri Lanka. The roadmap encourages informed and responsible usage of diverse financial products available in the local market. It also emphasizes the importance of shaping the financial mindset of future generations in today's economic landscape. Completing the roadmap is a comprehensive action plan collectively agreed upon by financial literacy stakeholders, outlining their respective roles and responsibilities for effective implementation. Furthermore, the United Nations Development Programme stands as a vital partner providing technical expertise and financial support for the realization of this initiative.
Speaking at the launching event, United Nations Development Programme's resident representative in Sri Lanka, Asusa Kubota, expressed commitment to creating a sustainable financial situation in Sri Lanka. She said the UNDP will advocate for financial literacy and wider financial inclusion within the country with the help of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka.
Financial inclusion is positioned prominently as an enabler of the SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, where it is featured as a target in 8 of the 17 goals. Additionally, in SDG 17 on strengthening the means of implementation, there is an implicit role for greater financial inclusion through savings, mobilization for investment, and consumption that can spur economic growth. Therefore, advocating for higher financial literacy is another important facet in all of UN's efforts for a more sustainable Sri Lanka. UNDP, together with the Central Bank of Sri Lanka, aims to extend the reach of financial information and financial markets where they would otherwise not go. In particular, through this partnership, UNDP aims to target women, already mentioned, based on the growing evidence that access to savings leads to positive economic outcomes for women, including increasing productivity and profits and greater investment in their businesses. We'd like to incorporate this financial inclusion program in our existing activities, focusing on integrated water management, agriculture activities, social protection, and livelihoods, so that it will be a boost for all the investments we're making.
The Court of Appeal has issued interim orders suspending the enforcement of the minimum room rate imposed on corporate and free independent tourist hotel rooms within the Colombo Municipal Council area. The minimum room rate will not be in effect until a final determination is made in the case, according to the interim orders issued by the Court of Appeal.
Petitioners against the MRR included the Sri Lanka Association of Inbound Tour Operators, Sri Lanka Association of Professional Conference and Exhibition Organizers, and Association of Small and Medium Enterprises in Tourism. The petitioners argued that the MRR was implemented without sufficient consultation with key stakeholders in the tourism industry. They contended that the Sri Lanka Tourism Development Authority failed to conduct a comprehensive study before enforcing the MRR, leading to a rate that lacked a rational basis. Critics within the industry claim that the MRR would disproportionately benefit certain hotel categories while negatively impact the broader tourism sector. The suspended notice had set the MRR at $100 for 5-star hotels, $75 for 4-star hotels, $50 for 3-star hotels, $35 for 2-star hotels, and $20 for 1-star hotels.
Stay tuned. We will return after this short commercial break. Welcome back after the break. The Sri Lanka Export Development Board, in collaboration with the Institute for Future Creations, launched the Creative Sri Lanka 2030 project to promote ethical and sustainable manufacturing. The launch event held at the EDB head office last week brought together key stakeholders from the government, private sector and civil society to celebrate the initiative.
The Creative Sri Lanka 2030 project aims to increase the export of value-added niche products, enabling the industry to significantly contribute to the nation's economic development. The global creative industry, recognized for its rapid growth and substantial role in GDP contributions, is a key focus of this initiative. The research conducted by the TIFC and the UAL on Sri Lanka's crafting potential highlights the need for innovation, collaboration and education in the sector. The creative industry will also be showcased at the Textile and Apparel Fashion Exhibition in London, supported by the Sri Lanka Apparel Sourcing Association, Joint Apparel Association Forum and the Sri Lankan High Commission in the UK.
The State Minister for Social Empowerment, Anupa Pascual, revealed new legislative and educational reforms aimed at fostering social empowerment across the nation. During a press briefing titled Collective Path to a Stable Country at the Presidential Media Center, Minister Pascual emphasized the importance of utilizing uncultivated land for agricultural purposes.
He highlighted the introduction of new laws to make land available for cultivation, underlining land's vital role in social empowerment. The State Minister also announced that starting next year, the GCE Ordinary Level Examination will incorporate skill-based or vocational streams. In addition, Minister Pascual outlined plans for contributory pension scheme that will include not only public and private sector employees but also self-employed individuals. The Minister also highlighted the ongoing Liya Saviya program, which aims to empower preschool teachers and support 1.2 million disadvantaged beneficiaries with a target of helping 300,000 families this year. Furthermore, several new social empowerment initiatives will begin next month in collaboration with the National Youth Services Council, Coconut Development Board and Tea Small Holding Developments Authority.
State Minister for Urban Development and Housing, Arundika Fernando, announced a policy shift regarding state enterprises, opening them to private investments but only at the government's assessed value. Speaking at a press briefing held at the Presidential Media Center, Minister Fernando highlighted the revival of regional development projects previously stalled due to economic challenges.
Minister Fernando emphasized that the government has authorized a search for investors for various enterprises under the Ministry of Urban Development and Housing, aiming to ensure their systematic maintenance. Minister Fernando also reiterated the President's directive not to offer state enterprises for private sector investments below their assessed value, ensuring fair and transparent transactions. Regarding Sri Lankan Airlines, Minister Fernando noted that the substantial debt burden and emphasized that any investor interested in the airlines must possess the financial strength to manage the remaining debt. Minister Fernando also addressed stalled projects such as the Colombo Hyatt Hotel and the Krish project, emphasizing commitment to completing them with appropriate investors or with assistance from the Treasury.
Stay tuned for the stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on negative notes today. The all share price index dropped by 37.52 points to close at 12,311.32 and the S&P SL20 dropped by 16.44 points to close at 3,650.45. The turnover was 4.9 billion rupees and over 501 million shares were traded. Up next are forex rates. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.